Morning, aspirant. Hope you all are doing well, your days are going productive, and you are doing excellent in your studies. Let's discuss the syllabus of Test 6 for UPSC Combined Geoscientist Test Series. And in this session, we will also encounter some issues of aspirant while attempting this test series or while preparing for UPSC Combined Geoscientist exam. So, let's get started. So first, let's see the toppers. First, Shweta, 46.66. All these are marks of 1 out of 120. Okay, out of 120. You can see marks are very less because the topics were a kind of difficult topics in this test, in the previous test. First one was analytical chemistry. Second one was Indian polity. Right. So those who have scored 40 plus, I will say it's good, but we have to improve. Now, first Shweta, second Priya, third Anvesha, fourth Saurav, fifth Rituja. Okay. So, you know that in this exam, this preliminary exam is not only qualifying in nature. Marks of this preliminary exam include in final merit list. And we all know for this kind of exams where Group A gazetted officers are produced, their interview are, you know, if you prepare a lot, then also you can't guarantee that you will get selected. Then what we can do from our side, that's not in our hand, right? So what best we can do, we can maximize our score in preliminary or in mains. In mains also sometimes scores are not in our hand because that's a descriptive, right? So in preliminary exam, if you score say 20-30 marks more, then this advantage you will get from interview. How? Suppose in interview you got 30 marks less, so that will be compensated by your score in preliminary exam. So that's a benefit you should take care of. Okay, so next week is, we all know, Durga Puja. So I am giving a holiday. So in the next Sunday, you will have no exam. But after that, after next Sunday, that means next Sunday you will have no exam. And next to next Sunday, you will have test, obviously. And you will have entire Indian polity in chemistry. Sorry, in GS paper. And from Indian polity, what you have to study? In the last test, I told you the topics and the remaining topics. How you will find the remaining topics? Download a book from online source, that's Indian Polity by M. Lakshmikant. In this M. Lakshmikant book, you will find name of the chapters. In the last section, in the last test, I had given you some 4 or 5 chapters. Remaining chapters you have to study for new, and the entire syllabus, the entire Indian polity will be of syllabus. Now, from where you will study, the entire book is written in much depth. You don't need to read in that much depth, and it will take so many time. Okay, it's pretty much time consuming. So don't go for that. Just uh, note down the name of those chapters, and from those chapters, search in YouTube. Take any good source, follow any good video, and from there make your own note. Okay, so thus I think you should prepare, because if you had complete 1 year or complete 2 year time, then I would recommend that read the book. Okay, now the total marks, one more thing I'm telling you, in GS paper and in chemistry paper, marks distribution are different, right? So in GS paper, you will get less marks for one question than in chemistry paper. So try to maximize your marks in chemistry paper rather than GS. Okay. Now these are the topics, and from chemistry, the topics will be entire organic chemistry. In this segment, you can see here you will find entire organic chemistry. This will be your syllabus. Total organic chemistry in preliminary exam, there is not much detailed study required for geoscientist. The topics specifically mentioned here, you should read only these things. Okay, you can find there is no spectroscopy. In basic organic chemistry, these things are given in preliminary, and afterwards, these things are given in mains. One bad thing about this examination is whatever you have studied in preliminary exam is not going to help much in your mains examination. For example, if you study thermodynamics, chemical thermodynamics for preliminary examination, what you have studied, if you observe main syllabus, you will find that after, so it is first law, second law. Okay. After that, open system thermodynamics start, and that is the starting point of main syllabus. So when the syllabus of preliminary exam, where it ends, syllabus starts for mains examination. Okay. So for your next test, syllabus will be entire Indian polity and total organic chemistry. You have 15 days time. Work hard. Try to maximize your score. You have to study first this. You have to complete this. This should be your first priority. Okay. And this should be your second priority. I hope you have understood it. Now I am going to encounter some common queries I have received. I put a mail to you guys that whatever improvement or modifications you need, or you have any general queries, you can ask for this test series. And some common queries I have found, and I have taken some of them which I found to be encountered. So let's see. First one, someone is saying that, sir, regarding the topic that you give, kindly please tell us which book to refer, and also so that we can make note for the final exam as well. So you should make notes from this preparation time itself. You will not going to get much time after to make fresh notes. I have told you some sources regarding books and YouTube's. Mostly rely on YouTube's. Remember, YouTube is a very good source, and one can clear exam based on YouTube. Okay, there are so many contents there, not in chemistry but in the GS paper itself, because these GS sections comes in almost every competitive exams, in general competitive exams. For example, railway, banking, SSC, CGL, SSC, all exams of SSC, state civil services, UPSC. In all those examinations, these polity, geography, history, these things are common. So YouTube is much enriched of these contents. So try to utilize YouTube in a good way. Okay. But don't blindly follow that. First, note down the chapters. And for those chapters, calculate your time, that how much time you are going to give for a particular test, for a particular chapter. For example, I have told you that in the next test, you have to study Indian polity for GS section. Suppose you have calculated that you are going to give 30 hours for this. Okay. Now, suppose you have total 20 chapters for Indian polity. Okay. Now, you will understand that which chapters are most important, which chapters are less important. For a state legislature, for governor, for president, for prime minister, for fundamental rights, citizenship, these things are important chapters. So we have to cover that. That's why important chapters I had given you in the first test. After that, these things you have to study. Another thing I want to mention, that there is a chapter in it that is constitutional and non-constitutional body. There are almost 40 to 50 constitutional and non-constitutional bodies, and you can't recall each and everything. That's not in accordance with cost benefit ratio for this exam. So you can skip that. If you get extra time, then you can cover that. Otherwise, you can skip that. Okay. Okay. So suppose you have shortlisted 15 chapters and you are going to give 13 hours. So for each chapter, you have 2 hours. So watch any short video that explaining that chapter in 1 and 1.5 hour and complete the lecture and make notes. Okay. So thus you should prepare. Okay. Second, sir, kindly launch mains test series scores. That means it should be course. Mains test series scores as soon as possible. I am thinking of launching a test series, but to provide a quality content, mains test series is a pretty much hectic course it will be, because your copies should be checked and reviews should be given so that you can improve. Okay. So a dedicated team should be there, and those people in the team, they should be pretty much qualified to analyze the test. So we have discussed, and maybe very soon we are going to start mains test series. How to practice for mains? In mains, the game is syllabus is pretty much detailed, and there is not much similarity between prelim and main syllabus. So you have to study entire main syllabus that has almost no correlation with the prelim. So that's entire separate preparation. Okay. It's obvious that if for prelim you study well, then understanding those chapters in mains, it will be helpful. But everything in syllabus are almost not merging with the prelim syllabus. So for practicing mains, you should practice previous year questions in a time bound manner. First solve previous year questions, then practice with time bound manner. Now, and after the test is over, also give us the notes on important key points so that we can revise for the upcoming exam. It will not be possible from our side because it's just a test series. Okay. It's not a complete course to make you 100% prepared from basic to advanced. It's not like that. It's just a test series. If in future I launch any course for complete preparation, then obviously not only these things, much more will be included there. Now, sir, question, sir, sometimes difficult. Sir, question sometimes difficult and marks are less. Okay, so questions are sometimes difficult and marks are less, so we are getting demotivated sometimes. In a test series, in any coaching institute, if you talk with their CEOs, then you will find that if 100 people enroll in test series, 20 people continues the test series. Okay. Why? Because consistency. Most people are out of the competition due to lack of consistency. If you don't have this lack of consistency, and if you are working hard and giving test in a regular way, believe me, you will be a you will be in a very much better position from now. Talking about less marks, one thing I don't know you people are doing or not in this test, analyzing the test is pretty much important. Suppose I have given you 60 questions. Now you are getting marks, for example 30, 20 marks. So that means many questions you did not attempt and many questions went wrong. You should analyze that, and with this analysis, that why it went wrong, what is the concept behind that, you have to study those. And and there are you should take much time, you should give time to analyze the test. For example, I am giving one question for DPSP, Directed Principle of State Policy. Okay. So if I ask you that, mm, from which country's constitution this DPSP was included in Indian constitution, so the answer will be, for example, the options will be, for example, Irish constitution, US constitution, Russia, Germany. So these things may be in option. So suppose its answer will be, obviously its answer will be Irish constitution. So other three options. So this you have to study that from US, which things are included in Indian constitution. From Japan, which things are included in Indian constitution. So in this way, you should prepare options also. That will give you pretty much information. It will make you enriched in content. Okay. So according to me, 5, 6, 7 hour, 10 hour you should give to analyze this. And as our tests are on Sunday, so in Sunday, you have two tests only, and you have to revise those before the test. If you revise what you have studied in the whole week, you have to revise those before the test and after test. That should be the entire day. You should invest in analyzing those tests. I hope it's clear to you. Okay. And demotivation, obviously, it happens. Sometimes our marks are low, but there is no loss in it. Take my point. Either you will score very high, then you will be overwhelmed. If you score low, then keep in mind that, okay, in this test, I have scored low. That means so many things are there I have to learn. So, using this test, I prepare all those test series, including every important topics. So, topics in the test are very much important. So, whenever your score are low or you are not satisfied, then your thought process should be, in this test there is a lot of thing I need to learn. I have studied, but there are lot many things that I have to learn again. I have to learn more. I have to study. So more thing I have to study, and my content, my knowledge will be much enriched. Suppose you did not analyze this test after your low marks, then you are not improving. Then attempting this test has actually no meaning. So in 60 question, for example, 30 question you don't know. If you don't prepare this 30 question, means 30 topics. If you don't prepare this 30 topics, if you don't prepare this 30 topics, then I don't think there is a benefit for this test series. So this was the instructions and advice from my side. And one good thing, I should appreciate those who are giving test continuously. Some people already, they are not consistent. They are not consistently giving tests. These things happen. This is a national level exam. This is a difficult exam. This is a tough battle, and it's not for everyone. It's for hardworking people. It's for consistent people. You have to push yourself so hard that your name appears in the list. And most people are giving test in early morning. It's a good thing, but I should recommend you to give test in the exact time frame of the actual examination. Okay. 9:30 to actual exam is of 2 hour, but it will not be, it will be of 1 hour. Okay. If I am giving half of questions, right? So from 9:30 and from 2:30. Okay. So if you attempt your examination in this zone, that will be pretty good. Okay. Uh, from 9:30, just check once that I am writing the right time or not. It may vary. Okay. I can't remember right now the exact time. Suppose if it's from 9:30, then you are giving exam from 9:30 GS paper, and after that you will have chemistry paper. Suppose 2:30. After 9:30, when you have completed this test, then in this time you can analyze your test. Okay. And after 2:30, when you are completing that test, after that you can analyze this. Okay. Analysis of chemistry paper is more important because it will be giving you more marks. Okay. But you are scoring, obviously you are scoring less in GS paper, so a lot of things have to study. But don't prioritize GS over chemistry. That will lead a big mistake to you. Okay, I think you have understood it, and that's all. Comment down your thoughts, comment down your queries, comment down your appreciation for this type of content in this channel. This will help me to bring this kind of content to enrich. That's all. Thank you. Have a nice day. Happy Durga Puja to you all. Shubho Sharodiya.